Cyprus football, the passion of thrill. The passion of thrill. The stadiums roar, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill. The teams are ready, the battles will start. The battles will start with dreams of glory, they'll play with heart.
Kalimera, καλό μεσημέρι, καλό βράδυ, καλησπέρα, whatever time, καληνύχτα, whatever time you're listening or watching to this is Mappa. We're back, the dynamic duo like Batman and Robin and Ant and Dec. And yeah.
Batman's right here.
So you're Batman now.
No, I'm Robin because look at
Batman.
the colours. Look at the colours I'm wearing, and I've got him here. So there you go.
Oh. Okay, you're both.
Yeah.
How you doing, Thassos? You good?
I'm doing great. We're finally back on a screen together, and that's where I am most at home, right here.
Home is where the heart is.
Yes, home is where. Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of home, we can only start talking about the motherland, Cyprus. Our beautiful island where drama is entertaining and drama is quite confusing, but it keeps us going.
Yes.
Hello, Mario. Sorry, just burped. Another Mario. Two Marios. Mariez, Mari. Marius. So yes. Another one. Hello, hi. Yeah, he's back again. He was here last week. Hello.
Beautiful.
Another one.
Oh, people were waiting for us, man. People were waiting for us. It's beautiful.
Sorry.
Beautiful.
Right. Where shall we? No. We did not create you. Don't tell me you did.
I did, guys. I have a Blue Sky account. Flair's Cafes on Blue Sky. Come find me.
I can't do this. I can't do another social media platform.
No, you don't have to. I'll do it for you. It's fine. Like I've posted the link for the pod on Blue Sky as well. So we'll see. We'll see if that increases the viewership or not.
Let's see.
Yes. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello everyone.
Anyway.
The band is back together.
The band is back indeed.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what? This is great. This is just 3 minutes of people just loving us. Really. Better than Twitter. How is it better than Twitter? In what way?
I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
What, you can post anything you want?
I don't. I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
Okay, you talk to me about it afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, let's
more
go.
Civil. Oh, come on! I'm not having this. I need people angry. I need to see angry people.
Anger. That's why we watch separate football.
I need to see bots arguing with each other. You are an idiot. No, you are. No, you are. No, you are. Waste man. What did you just say? Waste man. It's just like AI. Anyway, forget that. We've done 4 minutes of talking rubbish. So let's talk about our national team.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it exactly. So there were 2 games over this international break. Once again, we played Lithuania in Cyprus and we played Romania in Romania. So the first game against Lithuania, a win.
Yes.
A win.
Yes.
Cyprus 2, Lithuania 1. A very nervy win where the performance wasn't the best, but a win is a win. Under gets by. I think once Lithuania scored that equaliser, that's it. It would have just gone. But
yes.
He's gone. More on him on something I've got planned later. Kastanos and Johnny's bagged the goals on either side of a Yanidis goal for Lithuania. Personally, I missed 80 minutes of the game thanks to work commitments.
Boo work.
I caught the last 10 minutes.
Boo your work. Everyone that's watching live, boo Thassos' work. Boo.
Just boo him.
I want to see boos coming up in the chat. Come on.
Boo. Now, I did catch the last 10 minutes, and there were a very, very nervous 10 minutes to watch, I thought. A lot of last-ditch defending and panic stations to try and keep the win. But they did. They got it. What did you think?
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. I expected an improved performance because game on game, I'm expecting them to perform better, and that's what they did. The fact is, Lithuania are probably better than us as a whole. Probably, right? But we got the win, and that's certainly a win that we needed.
Yep.
Because we're not used to it.
Correct.
We're not used. And the fact that they showed character, they showed a lot of desire, a lot of hunger. They worked together as a unit. It was completely the opposite to what we've seen since before the terrorist.
Yep.
That during the terrorist, before the terrorist with Kostanoglu, that we're watching the Cypriot national team and we're thinking, my God, we might actually get something out of this game. It's not like we might actually get a goal. We might actually get something out of this game now.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm absolutely thrilled, and I know people saying, "Oh, you lost against Romania." Whatever, we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, you've got to credit the coach as well. Like I said, I'm not his biggest fan, but at international level, perhaps because he's not going to see them every week, they might not get fed up with his passion merchanting. So yeah, look, it's a far greater improvement than the last guy. So yeah.
Yep. So we go forward 3-4 days, and Cyprus rock up to Romania. In contrast, I watched the whole of this game. I think you turned off after 68 seconds when we conceded the first goal against Romania, and then kind of you missed the second goal. But what a clanger that was! Dimitriou puts a very poor pass out, giving the ball away, leading to an attack and a goal close to half time. Now, prior to that second goal, Romania were kind of knocking on the door, but they weren't doing anything to write home about. They wasn't doing anything there. And there was a great bit of skill from Loizo where he had the ball out basically on the byline and megged one of the defenders that was on him. They had 2 defenders on him at one point, and he megged one of them and put in a very powerful cross in. But this is the one negative thing I'll say about the formation or the tactics that Sofronis had in the Romania game, is he had Gagulia at left midfield and Jonis as the second striker. And the thing is, Jonis was the one running into the box to meet that cross, and it went between his legs. If Gagulia was maybe in that position instead, you might think there'd be more of a chance of a goal because he gets into those positions a bit more than, say, Jonis does out on the left wing. 3 changes at half time. Gagulis comes off for Bitta, Haralambos comes on for Spoljaric, and Antonio comes on for Caro. And Jonis goes to left mid, and Bittas goes up front with Sodirio. Completely, like the game flipped on its head. There was the players were playing liquid football, man. Going forwards. We were fantastic for about 25 minutes. I think Mario put in the comments, from 45 minutes to about 67. We had chance after chance after chance. Loizo had a very good chance to score a goal, and I think it was almost 1-on-1 with the keeper. Didn't work out. Bitta scored the goal, 2-1.
Yeah, I turned on literally about 30 seconds before he scored, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, game on!"
Yeah.
Game on.
And then obviously Bittas had that second chance 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Yeah.
The keeper pulled off, I think, a great save at the end of that. I don't think it's necessarily Bitas messing up the shot. The
Yeah, do you know what?
keeper got injured saving the shot.
Yeah, he pulled his hammy. But I think the thing
Yeah.
is, when you watch that chance again, he takes that first touch, and it was a decent first touch. And I'm not excusing him here, but the ball didn't roll. Have you
No.
noticed? It kind of
Yeah,
got
it got
caught in the
stuck.
turf.
Yeah.
So he had to take an extra touch. Now, if it ran true, right, that first touch would have been enough. And if you notice, because he had to take that extra touch, he had to adjust his body even more. So, all right, look, it's fine margins, right?
Yeah.
And he scores that, we're back level, and anything can happen.
Mhm.
But there's a comment here, right, for Artimada. Again, I didn't watch the game in its entirety, so I don't know about his overall performance. But what I will say is that in the lead up to Romania's third goal, he gave the ball away cheaply.
Unbelievable.
And in the build up to the fourth goal, he conceded a free kick, which
Yeah. And
I mean, or was it the other way around? I can't remember. I think
Well-
he conceded a free kick for the third one, which led to the goal, and no, led to the corner.
yeah.
And then I think he gave the ball away, which led to Leify's conceding that free kick, which gave him the second yellow.
And not only
He
did
looks all right. To be honest, he's looked all right. I ain't gonna lie, he's looked all right.
No, the Romania game, it was very poor. It was very poor. When I thought that Haralambos was coming on, I thought he was going to leave Spogliarits on and take Artimada off, because Artimada against Romania was very poor. I was very disappointed in his performance. The only reason he took Spogliarits off, I think, was because Spogliarits got a yellow card for jumping up and headering the ball, but he didn't header the ball, he headed the player as well, and the Romania player went down. So he basically got a yellow card for trying to header a ball. Like, there wasn't any elbows or there was nothing in it. It was just, he went to go header the ball, and there was a clash of heads. Romanian player goes down. He's just rubbing his head like that a little bit, and he gets a yellow card for it.
Yep.
And there was a couple of situations like that. There was another one where I think it was so Bita had taken the shot where the goalkeeper had got injured. The goalkeeper's gone down, and then Correa, who I gotta admit, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Correa had a really good game. I think he performed very well, but he got the ball out on the wing and started running down the wing and basically had a free shot at goal. And the Romanian player started screaming at him to clear the ball, so he just whacked the ball out. Later on in the game, after the sending off, or before the sending off, either way, Romania are on the attack. I think there's a corner, there's a clash of heads, and one of our defenders goes down. And then
Was it
Romania
Andreu?
continued. Was it Andreu? And then Romania just continued the attack. And the Cypriot players are screaming at them to put the ball out. And the ball goes out for a goal kick because of a poor header from the end of the attack. The referee performance wasn't great either. But
No, he was
I
dog turd.
gotta
Utter dog
say
turd.
the life is both yellow cards were yellow cards. You can't argue against them. Those decisions were correct. But yeah, if it wasn't for the goalkeeper going down, breaking up the flow of the game, that I think we would have had that in the bag.
Do you know what, mate? I think right now, when I look at this national team, I think we're probably a goalkeeper, a right back, and a centre forward away from making a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Although Minas Antonio was all right,
He was. What I'm worried about with Antonio, though, he's 30 now. So, if we're going to get form from him from now on, what we got from him, 2-3 years.
Yeah,
max?
but bro, I'll be honest with you. With the greatest respect, Garo cannot play right back.
He cannot.
I'm sorry, he can't.
He cannot. He's not a right back.
He can't.
centre-back.
The mistakes that he was making, especially against Romania. All right, you could say that the opponent is better, but you know, just little things that you'd even expect that as a central defender he'd be sorting out, you know, with, you know, headers, for example,
Mm.
you know, or the winger playing on his shoulder. You know, you should know these things as a central defender, reading the run.
He conceded a needless free kick in the first half, which he
Mm.
got a yellow card for. There was no reason to do what he did for that yellow card. So yeah, right back. I'd prefer if we played an actual right back at right back position. It's the thing that I had the most go about with Getspire
The
when he was
problem
playing
is we keep asking
Sanchez.
this though. We don't have any right backs apart from Sergio and Antonio. We haven't got any. Who do we have?
There's there's
This
there's
is
there's right backs. There's right
Hure.
there's right backs. It's just you have to look a bit further down. That's the only problem.
Okay, I get what you're saying, yeah, but when you deep it, right? I was thinking about them. Psarti or Monaco Senya, he's hardly playing.
Hmm.
Right? Sergio hardly plays.
He's injured right now.
He's injured.
Yeah, that's why.
Then you're left with who?
You've got Stiliano or Ioannou Achna. You've got Antonio
Filioti?
or yeah, I'm getting to it. You've got
Okay.
Antonio or Bandelia Garmiodissa. You've got Filiodia Ael. You've got
And there's another right back at IL.
yep, yep. I can't remember who it is now. I had it written down and everything. I had it written down. Right. Yeah. You've got Shikis Armonia Aradipo, who's been turning out for the under-21s. You've got
Francis.
Francis, that's it. You've got Gotsonis Paralimni, who's been playing for the under-21s as well.
Mm.
He's one of the Paralimni players who hasn't had a red card yet. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there's
I
a
think
few
out of all
options.
of
You
those,
just have to-
Francis is the only one that has got the longevity there. I think anyway.
Well, you've also got those two players in the under-21s for Cyprus
Yeah.
at the moment. You've got to keep an eye on them, see what they do. Paralimni have got a history of making players for the Cypriot national team. Constantino, Castanos, Laifis, Spiro, a right back, Spiro. You know, these players have come out of Paralimni. So, George, that's a very good question. I did some research. Right, the reason why I know, the reason why I know this, I might as well break it down. I didn't want to talk about this right back situation too much because I just recorded a bloody video that I was going to send to Stel so we can put it on the YouTube so we don't take as much time talking about it here. I've got a whole list of them and a whole list of options. So, yes. But yeah, right back is going to be a problem for the Cypriot national team for the next 2-3 years, at least.
Okay, well look, let's look on the bright side, the positives,
The
right?
positives.
We played a very, very difficult team that, as we said the last time we played them, right? They did very well at the Euros. Okay.
Mhm.
They got a team with players that play in the Serie A and the Premier League, this and that. We're little Cyprus. And we held our own until that red card.
Yep.
Yeah, we held our own. So while people are going to look at the win-loss record and say, you know, Cyprus lost the amount of games, this and that, the fact is we know because we're watching and we've seen the difference between then and now. Perasmena Xehasmena, yeah. So now we know that we're on a good thing so far. Let's just hope that we keep producing players or finding players that are eligible for the national team that can level us up. And as you said, that you've got a list of players. So.
Yep. I've done the research.
Shall we move on?
Yes, we can. We can move on. So obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that's happened not with the national team. Where do you want to go first? Do you want to go in my how I've done my notes?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So first things first. Some I won't say it's sad news because it's not necessarily sad news, but news at Apoel is that Nuno Moraes is left the club. 18 years he was at Apoel after signing from Chelsea on a free. Just little known fact, he was Jose Mourinho's first signing while at Chelsea. So there you go.
Oh,
Yeah. Now he amassed a record 462 appearances for Apoel and scored 49 goals. He's part of the Champions League quarter-finalist squad, 9-time Cypriot League winner, 3-time Cypriot Cup winner. And he left a very, very emotional message, kind of like had me like a little bit, like I was going a little bit like the tear was forming. Shall I read it out? What you've got on screen there?
go on, read it out. Go
Yeah,
on.
time to say goodbye. God brought me to a place that I never imagined in my wildest dreams. A love happened inside of me, an eternity. The words, the pain of goodbye, even if it is see you later, they are unspeakable. Every moment I lived, I tried to do my best, but I was never alone. Thanks, I broke my heart for every gain, but you were always there. Thanks, I fell and got up, but you were always there. Thanks, I was more than I thought I was. Thanks. I have lived to be better, and I want everything. There is no time for less.
That was very, very heartfelt.
It was, wasn't it?
But we need to be a bit more dramatic. When I bring it up, can you read it and I'll play some music in the background so it sounds very...
Oh, are you going to pull some heartstrings here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go on
Ready?
then. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go on. 3, 2, 1, go.
Time to say goodbye. God brought me to a place that I never imagined in my wildest dreams. A love happened inside of me, an eternity.
The music didn't work. It's fine.
No, it did work. He said, then it was what Varda saying. Then he said,
Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. I pressed the wrong one. What an idiot.
One.
What an idiot.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
fine.
I pressed the wrong one. I should press this one.
Son of a beach. Oh man. It's a very emotional moment for me, man. It's a very emotional moment for like it's 18 years he's been at the club. I mean, listen, right? The guy tried to. This is how much he loves Cyprus. He tried to apply to play for the Cypriot national team 4 different times, right? But UEFA and FIFA wouldn't allow him to because he had played for the Portugal under-21s. What kind of rubbish is that? Like Declan Rice, he played for Ireland under-21s. Turns out for England. Anyway, he's hanging up his boots. He's served as a coach and an assistant manager for the last 15 years. Last 5 years. Sorry, the tears in my eyes are making my notes a bit blurry. Yeah, and now he moves to Raja Casablanca to be ass man to Sapinto.
Yeah, but did you hear what happened with Sapinto?
No, what happened?
Oh, Thassos.
You have to tell me what happened. What happened now?
The day Moraes put out his post to say thank you, blah blah blah, a newspaper article, or should I say a website in Morocco, reported that after a game between Raja Casablanca and another team which ended 0-0, Sapinto got in a taxi and went straight to the airport instead of going back with the squad. So they're basically waiting for him to come back from Portugal from his holiday to explain his situation. So all of that social media post, I'm going to Raja Casablanca to be number 2. Like, yeah, to who?
Yep.
After all that.
It's almost as if Sapinto is a massive bellend. It's almost as if that's the case. Anyway, farewell, sweet prince. Tears down my face. He deserves every success going forward.
Every time Thassos hears the name Sapinto, he says,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So yeah, from my club to your club. Now,
My club.
yeah, your club.
Huh.
Something happened at your club this week, didn't it?
Surprise me. Surprise me.
Something about a vice president leaving.
Yes, 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 yes. One more time.
The-
Alhamdulillah.
The opposite reaction to me, obviously.
Oh man.
Nice.
Oh man.
Ah,
Oh man. It's like removing a splinter from your bell.
Oya paro.
Oh my goodness. And do you know what makes it even worse, Thasso? Right? For
Yeah.
me, as I said in the members area that we have for No Choftes, no one's rejoicing. Why? Why aren't they rejoicing? It's Christmas come early, literally.
I don't know. I guess it's because people aren't really listening to the things you've heard about him and what's been said. I guess.
I don't know.
I guess. If you want to know what Stel has been saying about
Well,
him.
no, but just explain what's happened first, because people are listening or watching,
Okay.
and they're like,
Sorry.
"What the fuck?"
Sorry. So yes. So I mean, explain what happened. The Omonia vice president. Well, Omonia have confirmed that their vice president, Grigoris, what's his actual name?
Dimitris
Dimitris
Grigoris.
Grigoris has
Grigoris.
left the club and will be joining the board as a representative of Omonia at the Cyprus FA. That's right? And then
Yeah.
and then
So
I think
basically,
yeah.
Omonia had Omonia had a representative at the Cyprus Football Association,
Yes.
but he resigned last week after what Baba Stavros said in his statement.
Yeah.
And they're umming and ahhing whether to, the CFA are umming and ahhing whether to bring that guy back as the vice president of the CFA.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Nick
Yes.
Nicolau we're talking
Nick
about.
Nicolau, that's right, yeah.
Right. And obviously the Omonia want to put Grigori as the vice president, as put him forward as the vice president. What's the deal there?
Yeah. So in a nutshell, Nick Nicolau was Omonia's representative at the CFA. Baba Stavro came out with a statement basically ripping the CFA apart, calling them corrupt, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Nicolau then resigned. Fast forward a week, Grigori resigns he resigns, by the way, as Omonia's vice president. He then becomes Omonia's representative to replace Nicolau, but because legally he's not allowed to be part of the club, whether it be at board level or any kind of professional level, he had to stand down. Now, what Omonia have also requested is that Grigori be appointed the vice president of the CFA.
Now, hold on, I'll jump in here. They didn't request it; they demanded it.
Okay.
They demanded it. The phrasing of the of what they said, they were basically demanding it because they said that they were entitled to him being vice president because they're the most supported team in Cyprus and they have won the most trophies since Omonia was started in Cyprus. Right? That's what they said. Now, Apoel fan aside, I'm pretty sure you have to vote for the vice president. So there's no entitlement in it. You're not entitled to that.
See, this is the thing. And this is where it gets interesting now, right? Because when a certain CFA president was re-elected, in inverted commas, I think Omonia have been pointing to, Baba Stavros' statement was pointing to the loan votes, the 8 million euros.
Yes, it's not just that though. If I think we talked about it when the election happened, the person who's running against Gumas said,
You vanished
well, yeah,
into
not
thin
only
air.
did he vanish, but he took himself out of the election because, and he said that there were Cyprus FA representatives knocking on doors for clubs in the second and third divisions, saying you need to vote for Gumas,
Otherwise,
so yeah, he's not saying anything new, Baba Stavro.
no.
He's not saying anything new. He's just saying it out loud and people pay attention to him more than they pay attention to us, obviously. So yeah. Now,
There we go.
yeah, yep, exactly. So I think that's about it, isn't it? That's what happened out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a question here. Tell us your opinion about Grigori. That's us moving to okay.
That's us. Sorry, is it? Yep, go on.
Look, I said it all in the members area, so I don't want to regurgitate what I said, but I have there's something deep inside, something inside so strong, as the song says. I know I can make it right. Something inside is telling me that this is another test by Baba Stavro, but testing the loyalty of his friend, because these guys go way back, yeah, and they've. Grigori was the guy that suggested to Baba Stavro to take over Omonia. He's the guy, and this is common knowledge. But I think a lot has happened, especially over the last 1 or 2 years, that has damaged Baba Stavro's reputation based on the actions of Grigori. I believe, anyway, my opinion. Okay, and I think a lot of this is a trap that Baba Stavro is setting, because if Grigori gets into the CFA as vice president, he gets access to various clubs in Cyprus. He gets additional power that he didn't have at Omonia, and effectively he's then going to be above Baba Stavro in the food chain, logically thinking about it, right? So what's to say in a year's time, or maybe even sooner, there won't be another statement from Baba Stavro to say, this is my opinion, or my theory, that Baba Stavro might come out with another statement and say, well, this is the guy who I trusted, and these are the things that he's done. Because, again, I'm pretty certain that every member of staff that's left Omonia, whether it be a player or a coach, Baba Stavro has probably had a conversation with them wanting to know what has happened, because he's been in the USFA voting for Biden or whoever it was, right? He's been in the USFA. I don't know, maybe he's a Trump guy. I don't know. But he's been in the USFA and not seeing what's happening at Omonia, unless he's got CCTV everywhere and he's like sitting there with like 15 monitors, staring at the Ilias Boulos. I don't know. But I'm pretty certain he's spoken to people and he's found out a lot of stuff, heard a lot of stuff. And let's get it right. If I've seen WhatsApp messages, I'm sure he has. So I just think the statement's going to come out and say, we've known all about him, and now's the time to push that button. Again, my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be well off. I could be well out of order for saying these things. But you know what? It's our platform. And we say what we want. And if you don't like it, oh well.
Yeah. First and foremost, we're an entertainment podcast, then. That is for sure entertaining. There you go. I think that draws a line under it, doesn't it? Right.
And if anyone pulls me up on it, I'll just blame AI. Someone made an AI video of me.
Oh yeah. We are not real. This is just.
We are not real.
Yeah.
We are doing podcasts.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sake, who'd put a horse in the background of this podcast, man? This is all fake. All of it's
mad.
Fake.
It's mad.
Yeah. Now, more madness. Moving on. Is there's still a question mark over Chris Coleman leaving IL?
Yeah, Cookie.
Yeah.
Cookie.
So Isle are considering releasing Chris Coleman, which they can apparently do for free if he receives an offer from another team. The club is apparently unhappy with him, not only due to the performance of the team in derbies. They actually said, or the people that have been releasing statements in inverted commas, they've been saying that they're very happy with the performances against smaller teams and teams of the same quality of Isle. But what they're unhappy with is the performance of the team in derbies. But not just that, it's also due to him allegedly leaking information regarding his displeasure at the club for not hiring a performance analyst.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Well, can I just say something first
Yeah.
of all, right? How can they complain about results in the derbies when the very first derby that they were going to have this season was cancelled because of their fans misbehaving?
No comment.
Sorry, Ruslan.
No comment. No comment because Ruslan has it in for me. So I've got no comment on that.
Right. Secondly, the next derby game that they had was against Buffalo, which they were winning until the 75th minute.
Yep.
The next derby game was against Omonia, which they were winning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the next derby after that was
4-0.
IL 1-1. And then they drew 1-1 against IL at home. And then they lost 4-0 against your lot. Oh, yeah, they lost 1-0 to Anorthosis as well away.
Yeah. So in the derbies, they're expecting more points, apparently. I think the Abuel game in particular pissed them off. But yeah, we've already made it very clear that if Chris Coleman goes, Isle are basically shooting themselves in the foot, and they're starting again from scratch from the 7th time in 2 seasons.
Yeah, hang about.
'Cause-
Is it Janevsky? What's his name? Janevsky and
Janevsky, they had
then
did they have someone between Janevsky and Koskela?
who was the
Oh,
guy
they
that
had
was at?
Christo.
Yeah, he was at Garbiodisa.
Haralambos, I think his name is.
Yeah, and then that Garpozzi.
Yeah. Yep. And they had Koskela. They had.
Yeah. Did Garpozzi come afterwards?
Yes. But he was there's somebody between Koskela and Garpozzi.
Oh my god, I've drawn a blank.
Yeah. But
Okay,
but
let me see, there's so many head coaches, man. Oh my days.
don't talk to me about Silas, Mario. Don't talk to me about Silas.
Hold on. Current and former staff. This is just mad. Garpozzi came after Koskela.
Okay.
They had Janevsky,
Yeah.
Haralambos, Koskela, Garpozzi, and now Coleman. They had Silas before Janevsky.
Yep.
And he lasted 3 games.
Yep. Because but again, I seem to start the season saying, this is going to be a season of transition, of rebuild, so we should temper expectations. And then results against the derby teams go badly, and then they're like, "Oh, get going! We want to be winning titles." Make your mind up, man. Make your mind up. That's all I've got to say.
Do you know what I find funny? Right? Okay, now they're only 4 points behind Apollon.
Yep.
Right? Apollon have got Omonia this weekend, and I'll have got Ari. Right? So let's just say both of them lose. I'll lose, and Apollon lose. Right?
Yeah.
The following week, I'll face Paralimni. Right? Which you'd think that they'd win, but let's just say they win that game. Who have Apollon got the following week? Apollon have got Ethnigo.
Okay. Well, there's going to be goals in that game, regardless.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams just can't defend. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So all right, look, I get where they're coming from. I get the impatience, but I think Chris Coleman is under fire, not just because of the results, but because it was the technical director that brought him in.
Yep.
And now the technical director is gone, Panayoti. Like it's, oh, well, he's to blame for everything. He's to blame for the coach. He's to blame for the signings. I'm thinking this time last year that they just about had the budget for to bring in a left back, and they could only afford to pay like $4,000 a month. Like it's just mad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just mad.
Yep.
So what are they expecting? What are they expecting?
They're expecting a lot more than what they're getting, and that's what the problem is.
I
The
don't understand.
expectations are too high for
This is
for what they can
unrealistic.
produce. Yeah.
It's unreal, bro. Like, look, sorry to cut in. Yeah, you got Abuo, you got Ari, you got Buffo, Omonia, and Ike. They're the 5 teams that are going to occupy the top 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one place available. There's only one place available.
Yep.
Apollon, Anorthosis, Salamina. Like, I'm not trying to be funny here, but what are you expecting?
Yep. No, I agree with you, man. I agree.
See, you get rid of the Minji, and this is what happens.
Yep.
Minchev, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we move on?
Yes, let's move on. Let's move on to something a bit more brighter. And let's go to Aachen for a moment. So you missed it, guys. You missed it because they did it during the international break. Aachen goalkeeper and captain Martin Bogatinov once again turned into Martin Bergatinov.
Bergatinov, come on.
Yeah, so once again, he did his burger making initiative on Monday just gone to raise money for Aachen's under-19s. Is that medical supplies? Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
physio supplies. So yeah, and look, he even did vegan hot dogs as well. So there's like a after they did it, they did they did a couple of Instagram videos of him, and I think it's David Badia's assistant coach. Kind of preparing the burgers on the barbecue and then putting them in.
Hold on, let's see if I can get it on the screen. Hang on, but
Yeah,
I think I've got it.
I think
Have
I
you got
dropped
it?
the link.
There you
There he is.
go.
Yeah, there he is. He even had a T-shirt.
Oh,
on.
yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Look, and I feel like they did a pretty good job with the amount of burgers that they had to make.
Yeah, and you know, it's a very generous dollop of sauce as well.
Yeah. Just having the chips in the burger though is a bit strange.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Do you think
But,
that's a Balkan thing? Where's he from anyway? Where's he
I
from?
I wouldn't dare to guess for the time being. I'd have to look it up, especially since me and Martin now we're friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Fucking
yeah.
burger friends. Friends. Fucking burger friends.
But yeah, it's like Mario just.
Oh, look at this! Not even smash burgers. It's not
Smash
Five Guys, is
burgers.
it, bro?
Smash
Yeah.
burgers. Oh yeah, I have a burger that's about this. Give me something I can actually bite and feel in my mouth, man. What's this whole smash burgers thing where they're like in paper thin? Nah, man.
Minchev likes this comment. Sorry, guys, it's an old joke between Thassos and I from last season.
Right.
If
yes.
you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway. Now let's bring it back down again.
Oh no.
We got to talk about what happened at Anorthosis this week. Yes. So, I mean, some good stuff, some not so good stuff. So, firstly, you talked about it last week. Anorthosis needed the club said they needed 100 grand to undertake an independent financial audit. And since they've made that announcement, one of the biggest donors to that 100 grand has been ex-Anastassis president Hamboulas. There you go. He's gone in there and put 15 grand in. Tell everybody about it. I had to tell everybody about it as well. Not only from the bottom of my heart, but also everybody, please notice that I've just put 15,000 euros in for helping.
Yeah, he's the most disingenuous person. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care.
But
he's so disingenuous. It's
really
unbelievable.
It really is. I mean, there's stuff we know. Anyway,
we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there one day. Don't worry, it's gonna be in our memoirs.
One day, but yeah, not yet. Now, there's 100,000 euros needed, and the club confirmed that they've got just over half of that, which means that they can actually get the audit started. It's probably like a dosi installment, 30% up front, 50% once it's finished, and then 20% after that. Now,
George has made the comment. I think you're going to talk about it, but anyway, we launch our 1911 membership packages today. 25 euros up to 100 or 1,911 a year.
So the club launched an initiative for fans to either be able to give a month or like a one upfront payment and then leave it like that. And yes, that's right. It's from 25 euros up to 100 euros a month, or 1,911 euros a year to help with the running of the club. Now, a couple of things just to bring those two things together. A possible sale of the club was thrown in the bin specifically because the buyers had asked for an independent financial audit to be undertaken, and the people running the club at the time told them to get done.
Were those the latest interested party?
No, it was the interested.
Are we talking about the Da or Ya people?
The Da.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the Ya people were for a different reason.
Yeah. So, with all that in place, you think
25 million reasons.
Okay. With all that in place, you'd think that there'll be light at the end of the tunnel. However, there was a very strange interview with the spokesperson of the club, Christoforos Michailoudis, right?
By the way, he's one of the most genuine people out there.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of conversations with him, and he loves the club. He's only been there for a short period of time. He joined from Ari.
Yeah.
And he is a genuinely nice guy. So for me, I don't know him personally, like I have Sulagya with him or something. As I said, I've had a couple of conversations with him. And to hear him the way that he was today, it broke my heart, honestly. Really did. Sorry, carry on.
No. But I mean, that's what we were going to say, is that he revealed that anything is possible in a Tier 4 response to a question regarding a transfer embargo or a points deduction against the club because of the financial issues. So, yeah.
Yeah, let me just play the clip for the benefit of those. I mean, it's only a short clip. He was on the show with Stella Socrates, who's a fantastic journalist, by the way, Stella. She's brilliant. And I think she was taken aback by the emotion in his voice. So just check this out. I mean, for those of you that don't understand Greek, Thassos has basically broken it down, but I'll play it anyway. But you could just tell this has broken him. And I think because this has been going on for for the period of time that he's been there, it's never been happy. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think when your job is as a press officer is you're constantly having to repeat information, but you're not getting straight answers. It must be so destroying. But let me play it anyway.
Όπως και για εμπάρκο, δηλαδή να έχει επιπτώσεις και εδώ η ανόρθωση, μπορεί να έχουμε και αφαίρεση βαθμών για παράδειγμα.
Όλα είναι ανοιχτά, Στέλλα. Είμαστε σε πάρα πολύ δύσκολη θέση και νομίζω πρέπει να βοηθήσουμε όλοι.
Μάλιστα. Καταλαβαίνω από τον τόνο της φωνής σου ότι έχεις συγκινηθεί κιόλας, διότι είσαι πάρα πολύ κοντά εκεί, είσαι καθημερινά στα γραφεία, βλέπεις τι γίνεται και σε πόσο δύσκολη κατάσταση προφανώς βρίσκεται η ανόρθωση και δεν είναι σχήμα λόγου.
And this is the other thing. As she said, you're at the offices every single day. You see what happens. You know what's going on. Being a press officer isn't just reporting or feeding information back to journalists or radio stations. There's a lot more involved in it because you need to get down to the bottom of it. And I get the feeling. Again, this is my intuition speaking, that he's just getting so frustrated because he doesn't know exactly what's going on. He's probably being told things, but he doesn't have the answers that he needs to make his job easier.
Well, yeah, because part of his job as well is not just dealing with, again, the press, but he's also the contact point for the club for the organised fans. So he must be getting a lot. Like I don't want to say shit, but he's getting a lot of angry and confused and saddened people just asking him all the time to clarify things, and because of what's happening at the club at the moment, he can't provide those answers. So it's not just tears of just what's happening around the club, but there's like an anger and a frustration that he's not able to provide those answers for people as well.
And this is it. I know that he's on social media. I think he's got an Instagram account, and I'm just talking based off experience here, because there've been times where, something might happen at Omonia, and my Instagram I'll be bombarded with DMs from people saying, "Have you seen this? Do you know what's going on? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?" And for me, it's like, well, like, what am I going to say? But this guy's got a responsibility, and if he's getting tens of thousands of messages, which I guess that he is, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, even people might even have his number, it must be overwhelming. And like, again, Cyprus is a small place, right? It's not like the UK where you could go in the valleys, for example, no one's going to find you. I mean, if he lives in Larnaca, for example, people might know where he lives. His kids go to school, maybe. If he's got kids, I don't know. It's a lot, man. And I genuinely feel sorry for him, and people are going to say, well, that's his job. But like, you're taking your work home with you every day, and yeah, it's a big responsibility. And I'm pretty certain he knew the magnitude of the job,
Well, I
But at
mean,
the
you
same
say
time, it's
that,
like,
yeah, there's a lot of things being uncovered at Anorthosis all the time. Yeah. So they didn't know about the debt on the stadium, in December, and in February, March, they were worried about losing the stadium. So that's why this. So this independent financial audit is very important for the club. Yeah.
well, but here's the thing, Thassos. This audit, I think, is make or break for the club.
Yeah.
Because if it's done right, they're going to find out exactly where a lot of money has gone. I mean, we know that 600k is owed to players that are either still at the club or have gone.
Yep.
But it's like, crikey, if they find, I mean, there's a 13 million debt. I mean, they practically said it in the press conference last week. It's between 12 and 13 million the debt. How?
That they
How's
know
it
about. Again,
Yeah, that they know about. Yeah.
That's why, there's a lot of, I feel like there's going to be a lot of bugs that are going to scurry once you start lifting those bed
Yeah.
lists.
Do you know what, Thassos? I'll be honest with you. And again, call me naive, but living in the UK, there's a lot of people here, especially in North London, that come from Famagusta, that are Anorthosis fans, right? Or claim to be Anorthosis fans. Now, I'm thinking, a lot of them have got businesses, and a lot of them have made good money as well. You know, some of them live in Hadley Wood. You know, Potter's Bar, big houses. You know, and I'm thinking, do you not know what's going on at your club? First of all, secondly, they should know because a lot of these people are politically aligned with a certain party that has got ties with the club, much like Agel and Omonia, right? So people are going to know what's going on. So if you love the club so much, a club that prides itself on Famagusta, on that part of Cyprus, which is obviously occupied, and they keep talking about, you know, we want to go back. Can't you help out? Can't you do something, or do you not care enough, or is it just like this brosobo, this you know, this bravado that, oh, I'm from this part of Cyprus and I'm proud of my heritage, but when it comes down to it, you don't really give a shit. You really don't.
Man, I don't. There's it's a bit more complicated than that, I think.
No. Let me listen from my perspective, right? And listen, this is just me, right?
Yeah.
But if I had X amount of zeros in my bank account,
Yeah.
which a lot of people do, though, you know, and I found out that this club that I support from an area of Cyprus that I'm proud of needs 20k or 30k just to stay afloat, I say, Ella, I'd say, here you go, because you've given me something. Because of you, you're part of the reason why I exist. You're part of the reason why I'm proud of where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
I know, again, that's just me. Maybe it's the romanticism, you know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I care too much about my background, you know.
Yeah.
But I just find it absolutely because you know what you're gonna get. That's sorry, bro, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a yorti at the end of the year, or I might go to one in March, for example, and I'll talk to some people my age and their parents, and I'm like, "Where are you from? What team do you support?" "I'm with Anorthos," and I'll be like, and I've had this conversation before, like with your team, and I've said to Abuel fans in London, "Do you know how bad the debt is at your club? 2-3 million. Try 50." And they're like, what? So they're not aware of these things, which goes back to what I keep on saying about my team on Monia. You need to improve your marketing and your branding and your awareness of your club, because when it comes to dark days, when it comes to a rainy day like this, if the people know about your club, what you're doing, how hard you're trying, they'll be more, you know, inclined to put their hands in their pockets and say, Ella, I'm going to help you out, even if it's a tenner or 20 quid. But they don't think about these things. So it's a vicious cycle.
But yeah, I think George and Gambiaorinis.
Well, there's some questions. There's some comments. I'll bring them up anyway. Yeah, George says he had to absorb everyone's frustration. Very tough on him. It effed my head up when I heard it before. Really shit me up about our future. Mario says, we as Omonia have gone through this and it's not nice at all. I will never forget that moment when my pensioner father gave his monthly pension for Omonia. It's crazy. I'll make Mr. K. I'm going to call him Mr. K because I can't pronounce it. Mario, maybe this can have a silver lining in the end. Either the fans can somehow rebuy the team to be fan-owned, or they restart from the non-leagues and return in 4 years stronger. George says, I'm sure some paper shredding has already happened. Stel, the ones here don't love the club. It's a heritage thing. Trust me, I've met many. They love Spurs or Arsenal more. Well, there it is. And Stel, I would agree with you. If it were their club, the money will still end up in some rich person's pocket. Other than that, fully agreed. Well, that's the other thing, bro. That's the other thing, because we still have any indication regarding Boulaidi's involvement at the club still, or Hambulla? No, Hambulla's part of the Somatio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't think he's president anymore. I don't think he's involved quite as high as he was previously because of stuff. But yeah, he's still involved in the club because, or he's there or thereabouts because he wants to continue being involved in the club. But yeah, it's how to say this? Like somebody like Sandis, for instance, right? He came into the club, brought in who he brought in, spaffed a load of money up the wall, for the club, trying to get them into the top 6 or try to get them further down just the top 6. Completely messed it up, and then put the club in even more financial dire straits than they were in the first place. Where is he now to try and help the club?
Yep.
Yeah, it's it's like Mr. K said right at the end there. If it were their club, the money will still end up in some rich person's pocket. Other than that, fully agreed. Yeah.
Listen, Sandys was very good at talking,
Yep.
very good at getting behind a camera and or getting in front of a camera, sorry, and talking a good game about the direction of the club and this and that. I mean, I'll never forget. There was a game, I can't remember which one it was, but he was on CableNet, and they had an interview with him after a game. And I was looking at that pitch, I'm thinking, he's talking about the stadium, he's talking about how they want to progress, but that pitch is an utter fucking mess, honestly. You know, it's the little things that count. And then, you know, he sold them a dream. They believed him because, you know, he's a local boy, apparently. Apparently, that's what we were led to believe. He wanted to regenerate the area. And part of me believes that because he wasn't able to get a foothold into the property market of Larnaca, he kind of like got bored. He got fed up of the club because he wasn't able to piece it all together. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything is political about this club. I mean, Thassos, you said it yourself. This is the 4th board in the last 8 months.
Yep.
4th.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
come on, man, it's mad.
We're seeing little green shoots of growth. You know, the audit, the kind of what they're saying, the initiatives that are trying to bring forward. Let's see if you know, if these guys haven't resigned in the next 2 months.
Well, look, the lad that's taken over, he's pretty vibrant. Do you get what I'm saying? He's got imagination. I mean, look, they've bought the URL unorthodoxy.com or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're improving their merchandising, so they're taking baby steps. But at a time like this, where the club is in such dire straits, you know, baby steps ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
It really ain't. So I don't know. Well, George has hit the nail right on the head. The club has never tried to tap into the diaspora of Cypriots with that club. This is the main problem with a lot of the clubs out there, because they don't think about that. They're all about the community. I don't know whether it's fear of failure. I don't know whether that's it. That's what I'm starting to believe now, that they're actually scared of trying this in case it doesn't work out.
Well, you're never gonna know if you don't try. But yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
We've got more things to talk about.
Yes.
So we've got the title of the podcast, if people can see that there. Little reference there to Jason Puncheon and Ayan Naba. So he said goodbye to Ayan Naba. He was loving it, but he doesn't love it anymore. He lasted 22 days at Ayan Naba, taking charge of 2 1-0 wins in 2 games. Rumours circled as to why he left the club, including some impropriety by the club or by Puncheon or by whoever it was. However, it looks like in the end, it was just that the Agridas job became available after they sacked Laktionov. And because Puncheon's family is based in Bafo, and Ayan Naba obviously being on the opposite side of the island, it's just better family-wise for him to be with a team closer to his family. Now, some people would argue, well, why take the Ayanna job in the first place if you knew, obviously, distance between the two places? That's the question I think people would be asking after that.
Yeah. Well, look, put it this way. When you're a coach and you're out of work and an opportunity comes up in a place that, it wasn't Croatia, for example, it wasn't
Yeah.
outside of the island.
Yeah.
You're going to take it,
Yeah.
right? And he did well. 2 wins on the bounce, 2 1-0s. Happy
Yeah.
days. What I will say is that I did receive, or our Instagram account received, let's just say it was an anonymous message from a viewer, and he said, Jason Puncheon is going to Agrida. I was like, what? And he says, yeah, he bought out the remainder of his contract to go to Agrida.
Yeah.
So, look, as you quite rightly said, his family's based in Buffalo. It's a club in Buffalo. I believe they have ties with Buffalo, the football club, as well.
Yeah, they do.
I believe. So it makes sense. Okay. And look, people can ridicule Punch and say, oh, he did the club dirty, yada, yada, yada. But let's get it right. If he lost his first 2 games, what would have
Could have been
happened?
the other way around, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. This is football.
Mm-hmm.
This is football, and let's
Yeah.
get it right. Yeah, Ayan Napa. Yeah, they've been doing coaches dirty for a while. I mean, maybe not this new regime, but in the past, I mean, look at Giovanni Costantino, the Italian, was only there a few weeks.
Yep.
And he was the assistant coach to the Hungarian national team. He took him to the bloody Euros.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Cyprus. But no, I think the thing that people are probably going to forget about when they look at this is, again, the tip that you got says that he bought out his contract. So he's given Ayan Naba money for leaving early. It's not. He's not left the. Well, you could argue leaving the club in the lurch, but he's not left them financially out of pocket from it.
No. And he's teaming up again with Ali Reynolds.
Oh yeah, he's at Agritas, isn't he? Yes.
There you go.
Yes, exactly. So promotion push.
Where are the table? Where are they on
I
the
think
table?
I don't think they're doing too well as well. I don't think they.
They're 8th.
Yeah.
They're 8th on the table.
So 8th gets them into the top. Into the top when the split happens.
Yeah.
After
they're
15
a point above Ayanaba as well.
Yeah. So after 15 games, the split happens between the top 8 and the bottom 8 in the second division.
In fact, they're even above Punch's old team, Bayer. And they're only 2 points below his former team, Ayers.
Oh my God. Okay.
He's sitting there going, come on. Well, his first game, I mean, I don't think he's got his pro license through yet. So
Well, no, he was listed as head coach for Ayanaba.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've got Akirana on Saturday.
That's going to be a difficult game.
And then Ayanaba the week after.
Hashtag Barclaysman.
Yeah. Have to say I love the discussion, but have to log off for the night. Good night, my guy. Thank you very much for tuning in. And Sherry98, hello, my boy. Ali, yeah. Agridas has people with experience going up and good financial backing, so wouldn't write them off. There you go.
Yeah, Lefteris has. Okay. I was going to say he knows a lot about the second division.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Mr. Sherry 98 FM.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's Jason Puncheon minute.
Good luck, Punch.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yes.
Right.
There we go.
What have we got next on the ticket, on the docket?
Right. Well, the next thing would be. Do you want to play a little theme tune? Do you want to play a little theme tune?
Yes.
Play a little theme. Let's play.
It's time to spin the wheel. what is coming. We don't know. And I will now.
Now for the best part of the show.
Yes,
The best
here
part
we
of the
go.
show.
So,
And he's gone full on today, hasn't he?
well,
He's-
you say full on. He's done a bit of copy paste as well. He's done a little bit. He's done a little bit of copy paste, and based off of the two bits, the bit of copy paste he did, you'll see why it's a bit weird that the two things read exactly the same. So, firstly, Omonia President Stavros Papastavro has been fined a chunk of money for his open letter for bringing referees and a member of the Cyprus FA Board of Directors into disrepute, but also for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, he didn't say anything about the Cyprus FA Board of Directors particularly, did he? He spoke about the Cyprus FA president, right? Who is he part of the board of directors or is he a separate thing?
I don't know. I guess like D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. What,
Yeah.
Three
One
Musketeers?
for all for one.
Oh, right. I get you. Right. Yeah. So
Or
yeah.
Dogtanian, the cartoon.
Bloody hell! That's you pulled that out of nowhere.
Yeah. Not a touch on gummy bears though.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. That's a Cat
Dogtanian.
Stevens deep cut. First cut is the deepest, baby. Come on, Cat Stevens, man. He's from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, but we don't talk about him.
Okay, fine.
He's been banished.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so Papastavro. So what Vrionidis did, what our great guy, our best friend did, what he did is he basically copied, pasted Papastavro's punishment, and then replaced Papastavro's name with Karmiotissa President Stavros Dimostenos for exactly the same thing. He got exactly the same charge. Obviously, we don't know if they paid the same fine, but he got exactly the same charge, except what Stavros Dimostenos did is he went on Supersport FM, threatened to retire a specific referee, went after Ethnikos Achna and Gigis Philippou in particular, and then started screaming over the phone, I don't care how much they fine me however much you want, I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to end this referee's career. So
I need to find that. I need to find it. I could tell that there's going to be a soundbite in there as well. That's going to be, epic. It's seminal.
It's something else. It's something
days.
else. But yeah. So yeah, they both got fined the same, even though obviously two completely different approaches to how they decided to negatively react to things going on in the Cyprus FA. Yeah. So there you go.
Amazing. Absolutely
There you
amazing. And speaking of fines, there was another fine, wasn't there?
Was there?
Yeah, your club.
Oh yeah, that
But
one.
not
But-
with our spinning the wheel guy.
Yeah, that's not Aristotelis. That's UEFA. So yeah, €87,000 fine for some fan behaviours. Wasn't one
Yeah.
of them just standing in the concourse?
Yeah, standing in the concourse.
Like what's the problem with standing in the concourse?
No, maybe because they weren't at their seats.
Oh.
It's a health and safety risk. That's all.
Oh, come on, man.
Health and safety.
Did El Arabi get fined as well? Because you didn't see the video. Yeah, I would have thought. I can't remember if you showed it last week or not.
No.
El Arabi tried to throw his shirt to a fan after the Fiorentina game, and the shirt fell down the ditch. The big ditch.
Oh yeah.
So he jumped down.
Oh yeah, and someone pulled him back up. Yeah.
And he went and got it, threw it back into the crowd from there, and then somebody pulled him up
Yep.
to get back
I
onto the
remember.
pitch.
Yep. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
So did El
Yep.
Arabi get a fine for that?
I don't know, but you guys did get fined for this though.
Yeah. Yeah, but look at that.
No pyro, no party. Come on.
Look at that,
Come
man.
on.
That image is
football.
that's football
football.
heritage. That is. Hold on. What's the Jose Mourinho quote? Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Football heritage.
This is football heritage. That's what it is.
You know, see, this is the thing. I get the health and safety side of things,
Mm.
but UEFA, you want, again, you're talking about football being the greatest sport in the world, European competition where the clubs get together and they play each other, and then this is football. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Again, look, there's my account name there. Yeah. So that tells you what I think about Flares, man. Flares, as it's a spectacle. It provides an atmosphere, a spectacle. It kind of gees you up for a game when you see it. You know, it's
No, they want it to be like the US sports where they're doing this.
oh yeah, no. The European mind can't comprehend people who've got lights on their phones.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
Taylor Swift concert.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But anyway, yeah, 87 grand for that.
Mm. Yeah, well.
Anyway,
Right.
that
we're
has
done.
been your Vrionidis.
It has.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
There we go. So,
No.
what else we got?
What else do we have? Well, we spoke about the main national team. Let's stick a couple of words together for the under 21s. Oh, that's the under 19s.
Those under
that you've got
19s,
on
yep.
screen. But let's speak about the under 21s first. They lost to Hungary in a friendly. They also drew with Abuel and Harry Mills. Charlie. Harry Mills came on in the 60th minute against Hungary and came on at halftime against Abuel. Hey. And then more Charlies. Cyprus under 19s. There we go. So they went to Andorra, played 3 games. They lost 3-1 to Hungary and Germany, and they beat Andorra 1-0. Gabriel Ortelli played all 3 games in goal. Charlies.
He's loving it. He's loving it.
And also, Konstantinos Panayiotou from Coventry City also played part in those games. Charlies.
Didn't under 17s beat Gibraltar 6-0 as well?
They did, but that was like the beginning of the month. And Antonio Perkins played. Charlies. Yeah, so there you go. All right.
Yeah.
And I've got a little Anne Finley story that I posted up on Twitter and Blue Sky. So during the international break, obviously, there was still domestic football to be had in the 3rd division and in the Agrotigo. Right. One group of fans had an absolute time of it. There's an Instagram account I think a lot of people should follow if they don't already. It's called Agrotigo Podosfero Cyprus. And what they did is they put up a picture of a game between Triptolemos Evrihu and Aik Gannavion, right? And I think this picture kind of paints, it's a picture of 1,000 words, if you want to bring it up.
One second.
It's
Oh no, what's going on? Have I lost it? Flip.
Oh, you haven't lost it, have you?
Hang about. For crying out loud. Where was it? I had it on my...
And
One second, mate. This is doing my head in now.
Footballholics as well picked up on it and posted it on their Instagram as well, this picture.
Fuck. What's going on here?
And I tell you
One
what,
second, Thassos. Sorry, mate.
Estelle is building up the suspense.
I'm getting really annoyed now. Getting really annoyed.
I can see
Where's
you.
it
You're right
gone?
there. You're right there. I can see your thing. Shall I make it bigger? Maybe
No,
that.
you can't see my thing.
Shall I make it bigger?
No. It's not on the spreadsheet. It's not on the spreadsheet. It's not on the spreadsheet. Shit. Where is?
Anyway,
1 second. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute.
anyway,
I'm
this
gonna
this is a
calm down
great
a little
and
bit.
finally. Oh, there you
Right.
go. There you are.
What do you mean? There I am.
I just saw your thing come up.
My thing did not come up. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the cheat code here. I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
gonna be really unprofessional, but I'm gonna do the share screen window. Here we go. Here.
And there.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
well,
sorry.
okay. Hold on. Let me.
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. Can I?
There you go. Look at that. Oh no, you ruined it.
No.
Control
Did I?
Z.
Control Z.
Yeah. Oh no, you got. There you go. Right. Scroll up a bit. There you go. Right. Can people see that? Can people see that view? Can people see? Hold on. Let's see if we can make that. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that view. Going down. Going up to Trodos, I think that direction. But yeah. And then if you scroll down a little bit as well, there you go, Stel. The guys at the game. There you go. You get your cold meze out. Got your halloumi, your anguragi. You got some meat from the schara. You've got some lunza, some eggs.
Zivania.
And
Come
you've got
on.
zivania tsagri in there as well. Tsagri wrapped in there. You've got your wine, eleolado, and and they watched the game that ended 6-2. So you got that view, you got that food. 6-2, that game finished as well.
Okay. Very nice.
Banging.
Very nice.
The last note in my notes.
Yes.
Banging. That is
Nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
I'm impressed.
What a view in the middle of November.
Absolutely. Well, look, I've got one thing. Well, three things all rolled into one. So, on the left-hand side, Gayafa, an Omonia legend, is now the new head coach of Mappa, second division team. Laurent Fassotte has left his role as Abea head coach. He was appointed in the summer. They lost 4-1 at the weekend to Abop. So he's gone. And on the right-hand side is another friend of mine, Matt Derbyshire, who was apparently, according to Supersport FM, agreed a deal with Hermes Aradipu to become some kind of coach or an ambassador or something like that. Now, the president of the club was quoted as saying, yeah, we've agreed a deal with Matt and he's joining us soon. Well, truth be told, no agreement has been made. Matt was just talking to the president. In fact, the president was misquoted. He told Supersport that he was talking to Matt about possibly working together. And Supersport just went, so it's going to happen. Here you go. So, boys and girls, anyone that's watching that doesn't know what's going on, it's bullshit. Okay? Matt is not working with any Cypriot clubs. As much as he'd love to, he's not. So, all I have to say is...
There you go. There you go. Well, I don't remember that pause being that long.
1 minute. Yeah, it was a long pause.
That pause is quite long, isn't it?
It was a legitimate pause, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He takes a couple of breaths before he proper throws his all behind Ramodin Manassas.
Yeah, he had to. He had to. I mean, obviously he was thinking about what to say, and clearly that was the perfect ending to that.
It was the perfect ending. We're playing it a year later.
We're never going to stop playing it.
No.
Never. Listen, it's going to take a lot to top that.
It is.
It's going to take a lot.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, we're done. An hour and 24 minutes.
We
Not
are
bad.
done. Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah.
We're going to be back next week with the review of the league games. What games are what? Let's have a look. Cyprus League. which games have we got this week? Or this weekend, should I say? Let's have a look. Buffalo against Upperwell on Saturday.
Ooh.
Ομόνια Apollon, Salamina Ομόνια 29, Ethnico Ομόνια Radipu, Anorthosi Paralymni, AEL Ari, and AEK Karmiotissa. AEK Karmiotissa is going to be one hell of a game. That's going to be one hell of a game. On that pitch. That's going to be like a 4-3. Is it? Do 4-3. Plus
All
4
right.
goals on the coupon, boys and girls.
Yes. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
it.
Anyway. One more thing before we wrap it up. Feast your eyes on this. That, boys and girls, is the intro to a new series that's coming to This Is Mappa. Because we have signed an agreement with PASP, the Players Union, and we will be doing a show called Choices, where we will have players coming on the podcast and we'll be giving them choices. And they'll have to tell us which one of their choices they prefer and elaborate. Bit of fun. Furthering our relationship with PASP. Is sponsored by Stikima. We're going places, boys and girls. So we'd like to thank PASP for their trust in us. You know, trusting us to communicate with the players through StreamYard. Yeah, I'm excited.
I've got some questions. I've got some questions that I'm going to put some proper would you rathers in.
It's coming, boys and girls. It's coming. It's coming. Anyway, so those of you still watching, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter and X. Well, Thassos one is there at Flares Cafes. There we go. He's on Instagram and X and Blue Sky now. Blue Sky now. I'm not on the Blue Sky. I can't cope with all these social media platforms. I'm just on X and Instagram. And also, This Is Mappa at This Is Mappa on Instagram and X. And I'm sure Thassos is going to create a Blue Sky account for This Is Mappa.
Yeah.
You're going to do
it? Yeah.
That's another job for you, boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.